Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel CapTech Pro. In this video demonstration, we will see how to install and run Docker containers. So friends, before we proceed to install container on Windows Server 2019, let me give you guys a brief introduction about Docker containers, how it works and what are benefits of using Docker container. So friends, what are Docker containers? A container is used to package an application along with all of its dependencies and abstract it from the host operating system in which it is to run. Not only containers is isolated from the host operating system, it is also isolated from other containers. Isolated containers provide a virtual runtime which also improve the security and reliability of the apps that run within them. So guys, let us understand how Docker container works. The processor in a standard Windows computer has two different modes, a user mode and a kernel mode. Core operating system components and most device drivers run in kernel mode, whereas application run in user mode. Guys, when we install containers technology on a computer, each container creates an isolated, lightweight silo used for running an application on the host operating system. A container built upon and shares most of the host operating system's kernel to gain access to the file system and registry. Each container has its own copy of the user mode system files, which are isolated from other containers and the host own user mode environment. The ability to isolate user mode is provided by a container base image, also referred to as a template, which consists of the user mode system files needed to support a packed app. Container base image templates provide a foundation layer of operating system services used by the containerized app that are not provided or restricted from host kernel mode layer. Now guys, let us discuss the benefits of using Docker containers. The first benefit is the ability to run anywhere. Container can run on various platforms such as Linux, Windows and Mac operating system. Second benefit is isolation. To an application, a container appears to be complete operating systems. The CPU, memory, storage and network resources are virtualized within the container, isolated from the host platform and other application. And the third benefit is increased efficiency. Containers can quickly deployed, updated and scaled to support a more agile development, test and production life cycle. The fourth benefit is a consistent development environment. Developer has a consistent and predictable development environment that support various development languages such as Java, Net, Python and Node. Developers know that no matter where the application is deployed, the container will ensure that the application runs as intended. Okay friends, this was a brief introduction about the Docker containers. Now let's go to our lab environment and let's install and run Docker containers. Okay friends, so now we are on our server machine. There are two methods to install Docker container. First method is graphical user interface and the second method is by using PowerShell. For installing Docker containers using graphical user interface, we'll click on Start. Now we'll click on Server Manager. On Server Manager, we will click on Add Roles and Features. On Before You Begin page, we'll click on Next. We'll select role-based or feature-based installation. Then we'll click on Next. On Select Destination Server, select the server in which you want to install Docker container. Then click on Next. On Select Server Roles, simply click on Next. And now on Select Features, check the box of Containers. And then click on Next to install containers. But for this video demonstration, we will use PowerShell to install Docker containers. So we will click on Cancel. We will close this Server Manager as well. And now we'll right click on Start and click on Windows PowerShell Admin. For installing Docker containers, first we need to install the Docker-Microsoft Package Management Provider. So for that, we will enter the command install -module docker msft provider space -force and now we'll press enter. So as you can see, it has prompted a message, do you want PowerShell get to install import the new get provider now. So we'll type Y and then we'll press enter. Wait for some time. Okay friends, so we have successfully installed Docker Microsoft Package Management Provider. Now we will use Docker Microsoft Package Management Provider module to install the latest version of Docker. So for that we will enter the command install -package space -name, and now we'll give the name Docker space -provider name space, and the provider name is Docker MSFT provider. After entering the provider name, give space -force and then press enter. Okay friends, so we have successfully installed the containers. You can see name Docker, version 20.10.0, and we have received one warning as well that a restart is required to enable the container features. Please restart your machine. Okay friends, so as we are using Windows PowerShell, so we will restart our computer by using the command. You can simply click on start and restart the server machine, but we will use the command to restart our server. For that we will enter the command restart-computer and then press enter. Okay friends, so our server machine is getting restart. Okay friends, so our server machine has restarted now. So friends, now we have to check that the installation of containers is successful on the server machine or not. So we have two methods. The first method is to check by server manager. So for that we'll click on start, we'll click on server manager. On server manager dashboard we'll click on add roles and features. We'll click on next, select role based or feature based installation, then click on next, next again, click on next, and as you can see on containers it is showing that it is installed. So we'll click on cancel, and now we'll close the server manager as well, and now we'll right click on start and we'll click on Windows PowerShell. And now the second method to check the installation is successful or not is to enter the command, which is get Windows feature space -name and enter the feature name, which is container. We have to check whether this feature is installed on this server machine or not, and now press enter. It is collecting data, and as you can see containers and the installed state is installed. So friends, we have successfully installed the Docker container on our server machine. Okay friends, so now we will execute. Okay friends, so now we'll enter our next command to check the version of Docker. So for that we will enter the command docker space version, and now we'll press enter. On client the version is 20.10.0. You can see the API version, Go version, git commit, build, and on Docker server you can see the version is 20.10.0, API version, Go version, git commit, and build. Okay friends, so now we'll enter our next command to check if the service of Docker are up or not. So for that we will enter the command get service docker, and now we'll press enter. So you can see the status of Docker container is running and up. In case you will find the status is stopped or not working, so for that you can enter the command start-service space docker. By executing this command, the status of Docker container service will get up and will be in running state. So friends, now we'll use docker run command to download sample image from Docker Hub, and we will deploy a container that runs .NET Hello World application. So for that we will enter the command docker space run space Microsoft / .NET samples -.NET app nanoserver -1809, and now we'll press enter. Okay friends, so as you can see it is now downloading the files of Microsoft .NET nanoserver. So it depends on your internet speed how fast it will download. First it will download the file and then it will extract. So as you can see few files are getting extracted, so it will take some time. And now pull is complete. Okay friends, so as you can see we got hello from .NET Core team. What basically happened was when we ran that command, Docker simply downloaded application package files, extracted them, and later container shows this message. This was the output message we have received from the container hello from .NET Core team. So friends, we can say that we have successfully installed and run Docker container on our Windows Server machine. That's it for this video demonstration. For more informative videos, you can check my other video links on the screen and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more upcoming videos. I will see you guys in next video.